but they didn't say it. They went around the issue, round. They've never pinpointed that we've worked with this guy and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nanado doesn't know what he's talking about?
Well, yes. Don't you see, he's a packaged candidate. They packaged him. They cleaned him up, shine him up, and put it in front of us. And all of us were fooled.
When you say they, who are they? And when you say we're fooled, who were fooled?
The handlers, the people who are behind this whole arrangement. He says the right things, and then he does the wrong thing. Consistently.
Nanado says the right things.
Yes.
But does the wrong things.
Yes. And recently, I think it was yesterday or so, he came out to tell us that anyone who is campaigning on tribal lines, I don't know what the word is, but in effect, he's saying that is wrong. It's not acceptable. You think so?
Well, this is Love in the Morning, and we're also live on Facebook Facebook on Love in the Morning as well. And our guest for this morning's conversation is Dr. Richard Amoako Baah. He's a political scientist. Now you can log on to Facebook and be a part of our conversation. Now the NPP has parted ways, with 4 prominent members: Bawumia, Nano Henning to Boniface Sadiq and Hobson Adoye. Now, knowing that politics is a game of numbers, what does this say to you? What does this mean to you? Parting ways with these people at this point in time. Well, Dr. Amoako Baah says to him, he thinks that it is wrong. They should have waited for a while, giving them a little more rope. I asked, what about during that rope that they're giving, they're easy to hurt the party? He says, then you take action. But Dr. Amoako Baah, if you listen to Bawumia Samoa and some of the reasons he gave for they endorsing, Alan Kyerematen, and I'd like to read, in fact, I'd like to quote him. And so he says, he noted that Bawumia Samoa noted that their continued support for Alan Kyerematen is born out of their conviction that Ghana needs a bold and viable candidate like Alan Kyerematen to meet the democratic and economic needs of the prevailing times. He went on to say, I and my friends, Hobson Adoye, Nana Oheningto, and Sadiq Abu Bakar Boniface, in our support for Alan Kyerematen, a man of vision, competence, integrity, and action, represents millions of Ghanaians who want to serve the country. I quoted him.
Yes.
What does that make of Bawumia's candidature then?
Well, okay, you can support one person against another in your own party, especially in the primaries. That's how it is. This is why we have primaries. There are many. Which one do you want? Let the people decide. That is not what happened in NPP. The party decided. That's the problem. As you said, there is a problem. The party decided. It is not the people who decided. And money decided. We want to buy vote, not to get elected. It was an auction that we went to, and the highest bidder won. You know the fact.
Is Bawumia the right person to lead the NPP into the 2024 elections?
Right now, no. Because if he were the right person, the party wouldn't have to come up with any shenanigans to make sure that he's the one who comes.
But he won massively. I mean, the votes that Bawumia got in that elections.
Which one?
The one that has brought him as the leader. He's the one that has got the highest votes ever in NPP in terms of history.
This is all wrong. You see what you are saying now? They are going to the polls first to decide to remove 4 candidates from the list. Also, the first vote, that's what it's for. Elimination of 4 people. Is that what we want to do? They turn it upside down into the most popular. Why? Is that why we went to vote? We went to reduce the numbers. It turned into the most popular. How did that come about? Because some people had an agenda that through that elimination vote would turn into this one is very popular. And they actually came on TV. Chairman Sambonsu came and said, if a candidate gets more than something like 70%, the party should consider making that candidate honorable. I said, over a dead body, we will not agree. That's not the rules. So that was their plan. And that's why they worked so hard for him to appear popular. It's money. In Ghana here, if you pay money, what can you...
Dr. Amoako, are you saying that Bawumia is not popular enough to win the 2024 elections for the NPP?
Within the party, that popularity has gone down.
What about Ghana? He's the man leading the NPP into the 2024 elections.
Yes.
Now, listening to what Bawumia has said about the reason why they're following Alan Kojo Sharmating, I asked a question earlier whether it means that Bawumia doesn't have those qualities, and you're saying that, well, yes, to some extent. So, bottom line is, does Bawumia have what it takes to win the 2024 elections?
That one I cannot say right now because we still have one year to go, and the party is divided. You see, that's the main problem that the party executive should think about. How do we unite this party? Because you can't have a divided party win the general election.
So there's no unity in the NPP?
No.
Now,
for sure.